Hello and welcome. Today we have a VOD review on Lijiang, it looks like. Yeah, Lijiang. And we got a Winston Platinum. Okay, so I've never seen this video before, so I'll be commenting in real time. Nice. I love Winston. I don't think I've ever done a VOD review on Winston, so this will be my first one. Okay, so team comp. You got Lucio, Mercy, Genji, Tracer. Ooh, full-on dive with the Mercy. I would have liked to see a Ana or a Zen instead of that Mercy, but that's okay. Cool, let's get into it. Very standard. Let's see if anybody switches. I don't see any switches in the chat log, so okay, this is it. Okay, awesome. All right. Okay, so okay, yes, I like this. You're not just using your jump for no reason. I like that you're in this courtyard. This is great. This is where I want you. Going in. This is good. This is good. This is good. Right there, actually. I don't like you being so close to this ledge for so long. A Lucio or a Pharah could boop you easily, so right here you're way too close to the ledge for too long of a period of time, so I don't like that. And I'd also, right here, there's a Genji right behind you, I think, right? Let me see that again. Boom, yeah, there he is. So I want you prioritizing that Genji over this Diva. So I feel like you right now it feels like you're tunnel visioning onto this Diva, and I want you prioritizing Genji. Oh, they're clumped up for you. They're so clumped up. Drop a bubble, bubble, bubble. Good, 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 good. Oh man, you really want to kill that Diva. Go for the jump. Nice. Okay, that was good. The idea was good.
Diva down.
Bubble. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, so right there, I want you to work on your target prioritization more. You were on that Diva for way too long. You needed to go for the Genji, the Pharah, Mercy. Yeah, probably one of those three. Genji, Pharah, Mercy, or sorry. Yeah. Any one of those three, and I'm happy. I'm glad that you went into the sky for Pharah. That was great. I liked that. Okay, let's keep this going. Okay, I don't like this necessarily. I don't think your team was ready to just jump in. Actually, hold on. Who died last? Are you the last one to the party? No, you have a Diva behind you. So Diva's still coming, and you just like jump in. Presumably, all 6 of them, of your opponents, are already in position. So, oh man. Yeah, I'd like you to chase that Genji. So right here, I would have liked to see you chase him. You have a jump, and you could probably, even if you don't kill him, you'll make his life living hell, and you could probably put in a lot of work. Actually, there's a good chance you kill him if you chase him. Yeah. Okay, so your team already lost this fight. This fight's done. You guys, if you look at the kill feed, you guys have already lost. You lost someone a few seconds ago, and then I think 1 or 2 people just died now. So, but it's solo queue, so your team is probably just gonna trickle in. So, if you could just ask them, no. This is not going to end well, I don't think. Okay. So, it is possible to get your team to stop trickling in. You can just say group up with me. Sometimes I'll just say it twice, like group up with me. Yeah, like that. I usually just will say it twice, and that's usually enough to get the point across. Yeah, and just wait. Yeah, just like wait. And it's really hard to do, but you have to let your team die because and he used Dragon Blade. Okay. Oh, no. So, let's go back. If you wait right here, and actually not even, I would like you to wait like back here. Like if you could wait back here where you are now. Actually, hold on. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, I hate YouTube sometimes. I'm sorry. Okay. Darn it. Right here. Literally just wait right here by this little wall thing. If your teammates see that the Winston is waiting, like 9 times out of 10, your team will wait for you. And yes, there's maybe like 1 Genji or Tracer who will go out, but that's okay because hopefully they are going and getting like a deep flanking position. But your Mercy, your Lucio, your any backline that you have or any fellow tanks, they will respect that and they will wait for you. So let them go die, let them die again. I know it's a really painful, hard thing to do, but let them do that, and you're more likely to win that next push because right now you guys are just churning and burning. You're all just going in, dying like a meat grinder, and then you kind of get frustrated with your team and you say, well, I'll go too, but guess what? You guys just recently lost 2 people. It's a 6v4. So it's just not what you want. Oh, but hey, you might make a play here on this diva. Yeah, unfortunately not. Okay. So yeah, it sucks, but that's just the game of solo queue. And trust me, as you climb, these kind of really these silly situations will happen less. You know, it won't completely go away, but it will happen far, far less. Okay, I'm assuming this is yeah. Okay, that's enough of that. So next time, just right there, just stop. You know, stop the bleeding. Just wait really close to the spawn, and most of the time your team will respect that. And if they don't, then hey, at least you did everything within your power that you could. Okay. All right, so now you're playing Reinhardt. I love it. I love Winston. I love Reinhardt. They're my favorite tanks to play. Hey, I like the positioning they're giving up to you, though. So, okay, right now you're being way too passive. Okay, so right here, actually, I wouldn't have minded if you just went for this wall. Reinhardt does really well in chokes, right? Alternatively, if you didn't want to do that, then you could have gone for this wall. You could have just pushed up like here, and then just kind of claimed this area with your shield, something like this, and then push accordingly, like left or right. So like you could push this way, or you could push this way, depending on what's happening. So you going all the way far left, there's not really a whole lot going on there, and you're not really protecting anyone. So I'd like you as a Reinhardt player to turn around and see where your teammates are. That's going to give you the right idea of where to put yourself, and you don't do that at all. You're spending the whole time looking for opponents. So you need to turn around and see where they are, and then you'd notice that they're all the way on the right, and then I think someone dies here. Yeah, McCree dies. So you're way out of position here. And yes, it's your team's being kind of dumb. Probably. It's hard to tell because, again, we don't know what they were doing. Like maybe this McCree almost killed someone, but it's kind of on you at this point. Like you needed to be that meat shield for your team, and even though they weren't following you, it's kind of a two-way street. You need to be with them, they need to be with you. So yeah. And speaking of, I don't like this charge. It's a pretty reckless charge. Actually, you know what? This charge doesn't bother me too much. There's actually a really good chance you surprise kill someone in this room. But like at higher levels, you're really likely to get like hooked or sleep darted or flash banged, and then if you charge someone, their Zarya will like bubble them. So at this level, this charge is okay, but as you kind of climb levels, you'll recognize that charges like this are pretty reckless, and more often than not, you'll get punished for them. So again, at this level, I don't mind it, but as you climb, you won't be able to do stuff like this as often. And if you do, it's gonna have to be like really high level thinking. There's gonna have to be like a really good reason as to why you did a charge like this. So anyways, that's enough about that. You're just looking for swings. That's good. Put your shield. Cool. Oh, you guys traded a kill. Excellent. So it's a 5v5, right? Yeah, it's a 5v5 right now because no one's died after that McCree. So you guys can win this. So go for swing. Don't be afraid to swing. She's gonna do damage to you anyways. Oh, nice charge. So right here, I would have liked to see you be a little bit more once she was kind of inside of you. Okay, because a good diva, she kind of misplayed it. She held on to her left click for too long. What she should have done was stop left clicking, get kind of like closer to you, and then start left clicking again. She would have done more damage that way. And then for you, it would have been better just to start swinging sporadically. That being said, you did mitigate a lot of damage, so I'm not upset with that play. Actually, I think it was pretty good, but I would have liked to see you put some hammer swings if possible. And actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, with this patch, if you're on this recent patch, Reinhardt's kind of busted a little bit with his swinging. So on this particular patch, now that I think about it, maybe what you did was correct. So okay. So I would have liked to see you put up your shield there. Actually, you know what? No, I don't really. Actually, you know, better that you die quickly and respawn with your team. So never mind. That's good.
Check this out. Yeah, time to heal up.
Group up here.
Yeah, there's no one behind you. So yeah, cool. So now, so that was excellent. I like that you checked to see who was behind you. Excuse me. No one was behind you. So now you can go forward. Excellent. Good, push forward. Right now, again, I'd like you to do a quick turnaround to see how your team's positioning, to see if it's okay for you to start pushing out yet. Because if they're still kind of far away for whatever reason, then maybe you don't back out yet. Yeah, okay, so still, I think it's okay. I think they're behind you. Nice. Oh, I don't like this charge. Your McCree got a kill. Instead of charging, just move forward. Like, have your shield up, put it down, jump, shield again, put it down, jump, shield again. You know, just that jumping technique. And get ground quickly. Look for swings, for hammer strikes. Charging like this is really dangerous. And so far, I haven't been really a big fan of your charges. Right now, you're just way too, like, you're just kind of like hoping for kills. And that's generally not how you want to charge. So we'll talk about that later, hopefully. Your McCree's popping off, so that's good. Alright, cool. Oh, somebody heal this Reinhardt, please. Oh, okay. So good discipline on your part to keep your shield up. I like it. Great job. Nice. Very good Fire Strike. You're going to have Earth Shatter soon. Cool. Throw another Fire Strike out there. Cool. Good, good, good.
Behind Winston.
Want to be liberal with them. Get some swing. No! Okay. Actually, that's not a horrible charge.
Behind Winston.
But in that situation, just go for the swings. Like, you're really close to Earth Shatter. Really just get that up. You're kind of... As Reinhardt, I feel like you're trying to make plays, and that's just kind of not what Reinhardt does. He enables plays. And when the fight devolves into like a 3v3 or a 4v3 or 3v4, that's when Reinhardt can start making plays. And that's generally... Well, no, that's all I'll say about that. So right now, I feel like you're prioritizing charge too much. Just go for the easy swings. Yeah. So, easy swings there. You could have had an easy swing. Okay, your team, I think, lost this because Mercy's dead. So just stall. Stall on the point. See if you're... Actually, that charge is okay. And the reason that charge is okay is because, like, timing-wise, like, obviously you missed, but timing-wise, the idea behind that charge is okay because the game's probably... This fight's probably lost, so now you can just go for making a play. Like, why not? So it's kind of like a desperation charge, and there's nothing wrong with the desperation charge. Okay, so oh, you got a res, nice. Okay, yeah, just wait for that, wait for that. Now go for an Earth Shatter, Earth Shatter, Earth Shatter, Earth Shatter. Okay, now so like right there, you have Lucio and I think Diva in a likely Earth Shatter range. Yeah, I think you could have gotten both of them. Okay, so now your team's starting to lose the fight. Now you probably just hold on to this Earth Shatter. Yeah, I'm assuming that's it. Okay. Cool, you're waiting for your team. I love it. No need to do that Fire Strike. You're not going to kill anyone. And you already have ultimate, so if anything, you're just feeding their res faster or whatever healers they have. I like this positioning. Put up your shield. Put up your shield. No, I don't like that charge. We'll have to talk about charges. Where is everyone? Yeah. Okay. See if you can get that Genji. Oh, you didn't get the Genji, though. A little too early, I think, on that Earth Shatter. You needed to wait for that Genji to get to the ground, I think. Okay. You probably could go for a charge right here. Yes. I think his hook is down. The sound's kind of low, but I think he used hook. So right here, you know, so like, let me see, let's try this again. Okay, there's at least 3 people in this area, maybe 4, because I think Mercy's coming. This is a high percentage charge. So this is one of those opportunities where you probably can get a charge off. The only thing that's going to stop you is probably like a really good boop from Lucio. Again, I think Roadhog hook is down. So, actually, let's see if we can hear the hook. Yes. It could have been your Roadhog's hook, but I think this is a high percentage hook, or excuse me, charge opportunity. You have a lot of people in this tiny little space. So a charge here is probably a good idea. This is probably, yeah. So you do it. It looks like you start it, but it's a little too late. Oh, and then, yeah. So you had a missed opportunity there. Oh, no. Nice. You saved. Oh, what? You have 94 on the shield? What happened? What killed you? It did kill you. Maybe it was... Oh, because whole hog? I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Did you not put it up in time? I can't quite tell. I don't mind that charge, actually. Because you were so far out of position, so you need to just get back into the fight. So... Whew. Okay. Actually, let's play out. Okay. Okay. I don't like my VOD reviews to get too long, so I'm gonna cut it here and wrap up my commentary because I have I have a lot to say, and I don't like to give too much feedback into such a small amount of time. So let's talk about Winston. I don't have too much feedback on your Winston because your team was literally in full trickle mode and just kept going in and dying. The beginning, I had some feedback about your prioritization. You needed to go for the squishier targets instead of Diva. Bubble usage seemed okay. So, yeah. So again, I don't have too much to say about that because that was just like a full clown fiesta. Let's talk about your Reinhardt though, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff about your Reinhardt that we can apply to some of your other characters and just kind of overall how Overwatch works. So let's talk about Reinhardt. Let's first talk about your tank awareness, like your spatial awareness. It's okay, but I think that if you're gonna want to climb, you're gonna have to elevate that a lot, that part of your gameplay. You had that one moment where you turned around when you were as Reinhardt and you saw if anyone was behind you, and that made me really happy. And I think you might have done it another time, but I need to see more of that. I need you to be constantly, well, not constantly, but on a regular basis, be checking up, seeing, hey, where's my team? Where can I be to most maximize the amount of space I'm creating for my team? So, like, when you did that first push on the second round as Reinhardt, you went, like, all the way across the map, and then you realized, oh, shit, no one's behind me except for, I think it was, like, Diva or something. So I need you to be finding where your team is and, and trying to create and trying to body block for them. So I feel like you're not quite thinking in that tank mode enough. It feels like you're more thinking in like a brawly mode where you want to charge in and throw fire strikes and, get in your enemy's face. And you're doing that far too much. I need you to be more patient and try to stop setting up plays. And instead, as a tank, enable your teammates. Think about what your teammates want to do and think about how you can be positioned to best support them. And if you think in that manner, it's going to take some time to adjust your thinking. But if you can consistently do that, you'll find that after a while you're going to just start climbing naturally because you're supporting your team more. Right now, the most egregious, like, how do I phrase this? Like, right now, actually, you know what? Let's talk about charge. Charge, I think, exemplifies this problem perfectly. You're using charge way too much. You're using it to make plays, to get back into position. And what you want to use charge for is you want to reserve it for those moments where it's kind of like I don't want to say a last resort, but like, you know what? Let's just talk about good times to use Reinhardt charges. Number 1, when it's a high percentage chance of working. So for instance, like we saw a while ago when there was like a clump of people in that tight little space, that's a good time to charge. So if it's a high percentage chance of working, go for it. Number 2, desperation. If you guys are kind of losing, go for it. Charge is one of those things that can change a fight because it'll kill most people in this game just by itself. Number 3, do you have support from your from your team. Like, do you have a Zarya bubble who can give you a bubble, or like a DM, like a diva to follow up with, like, you know, defense matrix to eat any sleep darts, for instance. Number 4, is there important cooldowns that are on cooldown on your opponent's side? So is sleep dart down, hook down, is Lucio boop down? Well, Lucio boop is like a super short cooldown, so maybe not that one. So things like that. So the more of those things that you can check off, like your box list, like, okay, are we in desperation mode? Is it a high percentage chance? Do I have cooldowns on my team to protect me? Do I have do the enemy team, does the enemy team have cooldowns that aren't available? The more of those you can check off, the more likely that charge is a good charge. And right now, it feels like you're not thinking about it. You just kind of see someone, you're like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go for it. So charge is one of those things where you can use it, but sometimes, and most of the time, you're better off just protecting your team with shield. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. Just I challenge you to play an entire game at this level with and at platinum level with Reinhardt, and don't use charge at all. Just try it for one game. If you can win that game without using charge, then you actually know how to play Reinhardt, in my opinion. Like, if you can do that challenge, then that means you're a good Reinhardt in my eyes. And then, you know, as you climb, then you'll start to recognize these opportunities, like, oh, okay, this is a good time to charge. But most of the time, your team just needs a meat shield. And a lot of times, they just need you to be swinging. Like that one moment you had against the Winston on the last round, you decided to charge him when you almost had Earthshatter. Like, a couple of swings, and you would have been really close to Earthshatter, or maybe you would have gotten it. So I would have liked to see that. Instead, you were trying to, like, make a play. But again, Reinhardt shouldn't always be making to look a play. There will be key moments in a match where Reinhardt has the opportunity to make a play with, like, a sneaky Earthshatter or a really good charge, but they're far less frequent than you think. Like if it just feels like you're constantly trying to make plays as Reinhardt, and that's just not how he works. He's an enabler of his team. Okay, that pretty much wraps it up. Again, I don't want to give you too much commentary, too much feedback into one video. So the biggest thing I want you to do is try to change your mindset. Try to think about how to best protect and enable your team. Focus on doing that and sticking with them, and, you know, try to be that anchor where your team wants to follow you into battle. And, you know, you're gonna have situations where teams want to trickle in, but as the tank, if you say group up with me like 1 or 2 times and you wait by spawn, a lot of people will respect that. And, you know, usually Genjis and Tracers won't, but that's okay because they need to be looking for flanking opportunities anyway. So, yeah, so try to work on that, and you will climb. Reinhardt is so much fun to play. He's probably like my top 2 or 3 favorite character in the game. I think he has so much to offer, and he, like, you can climb with him. So, at Winston too. Winston's, and especially now, Winston is so good with dive. So, anyways, I think that concludes this video. Yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and if you like it, please subscribe. Thank you.